Hello and welcome to Main Street Matters by Heart on Main Street, the podcast that knows the best marketing doesn't cost a dime. It comes from your happiest customers. I am your host, Patrick Keiser. We are now in episode 6 of our Duct Tape Marketing series, walking step by step through John Jantsch's timeless marketing system designed for small business. We've talked about the Marketing Hourglass, finding your ideal customer, crafting your talking logo, building trust through content, and setting up your digital storefront. If you haven't listened to those episodes and you're just diving into episode 6, obviously welcome in. We're happy that you're here. I strongly recommend that you go back and listen to those other 5 episodes, as what I'm talking about is going to be building on things, especially that first one, the Marketing Hourglass. We will refer back to that. And if you haven't bought John Jantsch's book, Duct Tape Marketing, I recommend that you do that too. There's things that I'm going to see in this and that I see as relevant and important that you, with your own eyes and your own perspective, are going to see other things that you see as important to your business. Today, we're moving into one of the most powerful yet underutilized stages of the Marketing Hourglass, referrals. Let me ask you, how much of your business comes from word of mouth? For most independent retailers that I talk to, the answer is a lot. They're within their communities. Their customers are talking to each other. They're saying, hey, this is a great place, or I found this, or I went to the store for this. But the follow-up question I ask, what are you doing to intentionally generate more referrals? Well, that's when most people hesitate. Jantsch puts it plainly. Every business gets referrals. The problem is they don't get them on purpose. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about how to build a referral system. Not just waiting and hoping, but creating simple processes that turn your best customers into your best marketers. We'll explore why referrals are so powerful and the type of referral programs that work for Main Street retailers. We'll look at real-world examples and 3 steps that you can take this week to help get referrals flowing. And speaking of referrals, my analytics show me that only a small percentage of my listeners are following this podcast, and even fewer share or refer it with friends. So do me a favor really quick and hit that follow button on this podcast to keep yourself updated on when the newest episodes are published. And then hit the share button and send it to a friend or fellow retailer that you think would love this content. That would make me so happy, so thank you. And one quick thing before we dive into today's content. I know it feels like I'm kind of dragging my feet here, but this is our 100th episode, which is a milestone, and I'm very proud of the content that we've put out and doing things for independent retailers, providing information either through our webinar series, highlighting towns through our Main Street Monday series, and now through our book club series, talking about books that can help independent retailers grow their business. So 100 episodes, that's amazing, such an accomplishment. We've been doing this a little over 2 years. I wish I had something bigger and more planned out for this, like a compilation of some of our bests of over the last couple years, but maybe we'll do that at a later time since it fell right in the middle of our book club series. I really want to focus on that in helping you all get better with marketing and doing it in a duct tape fashion. So get on the line, make your friends mine. It's book club time. Let's start with the why. Why are referrals so powerful? Because trust is already baked in when you get a referral. When someone refers your store to a friend, that friend comes in with built-in confidence. They don't need convincing. They've already been sold by someone they trust. That's why referred customers are more likely to buy, spend more money, and become loyal repeat customers themselves. Jantsch says the most powerful form of marketing is the voice of your customer. So here's a little math. Acquiring a new customer through advertising is expensive. I think we all know this. Either advertising through social media, at local advertisements, trying to put your name out there in ways can be expensive. Keeping an existing customer is cheaper than acquiring a new one. But a referred customer is both cheaper to acquire and more profitable over time. For independent retailers, this is huge. You don't have an endless ad budget, but you do have loyal customers who love you, and they're willing to spread the word if you give them a reason and a reminder. Think about it. How many times have you tried a restaurant because your friend said you have to go there? That's referral power. The tragedy is that most retailers leave it to chance. They do great work, and they just kind of hope people talk, but never actually create a structure to encourage it. That's what we want to change today. Before we get tactical, let's understand the psychology. Why do people refer businesses in the first place? It's not usually because they want a discount. It's because referring makes them look good. When I tell a friend about a great store, I'm not just helping the store. I'm helping my friend. I'm saying, I found this great place. I know you're going to love it. It almost feels like I have some insider knowledge that makes me feel smart, generous, and connected. Jantsch points out people refer experiences, not products, and that's critical. People may like the sweater that they bought, but what they rave about is the staff remembered their name, how the gift store wrapped it beautifully, or how the shopping experience made them smile. I'm sometimes asked to write for magazines or publications about my favorite stores. That's kind of like a referral in itself. And certainly I think about the products that they sell there, and maybe that helps kind of categorize it for this publication. But what I really am writing about, what I really think of and what sticks in my head in these referrals is the experience that I had there. How was I treated when I walked in? Did they show me around? Did they offer something else special? Did I get to see how they treated other customers? So referrals happen when three things align. The customer loves their experience, they feel proud to share it, and you make it easy to share. And that's the last one. That last part is where a lot of people get tripped up, or they don't execute on that. They'll have experiences that customers love, and those customers want to share it, but the retailer doesn't give them an outlet or make it easy to share that. Your job as a retailer is to engineer all three of these together. So let's talk about the how. How do you actually build a referral system for your store? We're going to break this down into 5 components. Component number 1, deliver remarkable experiences. The foundation of referrals is delight. People don't talk about fine, okay, average experiences. They talk about the extraordinary ones. So surprise customers with handwritten thank you notes. Offer free gift wrapping. Remember birthdays or special occasions for those customers. Go above and beyond on returns or exchanges. Think about what you can do that's just a little unexpected. That's what sparks conversations. Component number 2, ask for referrals intentionally. This sounds simple, but so few retailers do it. Train your staff to say, if you loved your experience, would you mind telling a friend? Or, we'd love it if you shared it with us on social media. Jantsch says the act of asking is often the trigger for a referral. I was at a place over this past weekend, and it was a family-friendly hotel, and when I was checking out, they handed me a little slip of paper and said, would you mind leaving a referral? And it had a QR code that I could scan that would take them immediately to their Google page where I could write in a referral. It took 5 minutes to do, probably not even that, and it was made easy for me to do it. So that leads us into component number 3, create referral tools. Make it easy for people to share. Business cards that they can hand to a friend, referral postcards for a discount code, QR codes that link you to your Google reviews, social media hashtags that they can easily share. The simpler you make it, the more people will do it. And component number 4, you can offer reward referrals. You don't have to give away the store. No one is expecting that. But small rewards show appreciation. You could offer discounts for both the referral and the friend. You could give free product for your third referral, or maybe even exclusive VIP events for top referrers. The reward doesn't have to be monetary. Recognition goes a long way. A handwritten thank you for referring card can be as powerful as a coupon. And then component number 5, build partnerships. Referrals don't just come from customers, they can also come from other businesses. So work within your community, work within your downtown shopping area, your Main Street community to help build relationships where they're going to want to give referrals to other businesses. This is something that has to be intentionally done. You can't just go out and hope that the coffee shop or the bookstore is going to refer people to your store. But with effort and time and communication, you could talk about how do you build this so that other stores know to refer each other and build that practice. The coffee shop and the bookstore can refer customers to each other. That goes really well together. A toy store could partner with a children's clothing boutique to offer extra things for their similar customer base. And a gift shop could collaborate with a florist because they have that similar customer, that similar theme around them. Think of this as building a referral network, something that you'd want to do within your town. Let me share some real examples of a referral system in action. In Baraboo, Wisconsin, I met a retailer who ran a boutique. She gave out bring a friend cards. If a customer brought in someone new, they both got 10% off for that day. It was a simple, trackable, and highly effective measure in order to bring in customers and get extra people, and those customers got a discount on top of it. In Stillwater, Minnesota, a store partnered with a local ice cream shop. Customers who spent $20 at the toy store got a coupon for a free scoop of ice cream. The ice cream shop in turn handed out coupons for $5 off toys. Each business referred customers to each other. Again, one scoop of ice cream, $5 off toys. That's not going to break the bank. It's not going to be detrimental to the business, but it helps build each other. And then in Franklin, Tennessee, a bookstore that I went to built a referral wall of fame. Every time a customer referred a friend, they got their name on the board in the store. People loved seeing that their names were up there. It became a point of pride. These aren't complicated systems. They're simple, human, and consistent, and that's the key. Now, some of you might be thinking, Patrick, I just don't want to feel pushy asking for referrals. These are my best customers. What if I scare them away? Here's the naked truth. If you've created a great experience, people want to share it. Asking simply gives the permission for them to do it. Think about it this way. When someone says, I love your dress, don't you want to tell them where you got it? That's what referrals are, helping customers help their friends. Jantsch says, referrals are the natural result of great customer experience, but they only happen consistently when you make them intentional. So don't think of it as being pushy, think of it as being helpful. Let's end with 3 practical steps that you can try this week. Step number 1, identify your top 5 referrers. Who already tell people about you? Who bring in their friends or their family members to shop in your store alongside them? Thank them personally. Send a note, a small gift, or simply say, we really appreciate you the next time that they come in. Step 2, ask 3 customers this week. Would you mind telling a friend about us? Just ask. It's a simple question. They might say no, but more likely than not, they're going to be saying, yeah, that's okay, I'll do it. And then track what happens. And then step number 3, create one referral tool. Print a simple bring a friend card or create a QR code linking to your Google reviews, and then just start handing them out. When I was at the hotel, it was a natural thing, but the staff had to be trained to do it. And again, it was a simple, easy thing for me to do, to scan that, write the review, and then go on with my day. It didn't take time. I wasn't upset that they asked me to do it. Because I had a great experience there, I wanted to tell people. Small actions repeated consistently build momentum. So that's it for episode 6 of our Duct Tape Marketing series. Today we talked about referrals. They are powerful. We looked at why they work, the psychology behind them, how to create a system, and simple steps to start this week. Next week for episode 7 of this series, yes, we are already in the back half. We are moving through this fast. We're going to be tackling how consistency beats chaos and looking at your marketing calendar. We'll explore how to stop winging it and instead create a simple plan that keeps your marketing steady all year long. And if this episode sparked any ideas, share it with another retailer. Hey, that's our first referral. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leaving a review is the best referral that you can give us. You can find a ton of other resources that Heart on Main Street has, like webinars and the efforts that we're doing to help retailers affected by natural disasters at heartonmainstreet.org. Until next time, stay safe, shop local, and keep your heart on Main Street. This episode was written, produced, researched, and edited by me, Patrick Keiser, with a very special thanks to John Jantsch and his book, Duct Tape Marketing, in stores now. For more information about Heart on Main Street, you can visit www.heartonmainstreet.org, and you can also email us at contact@heartonmainstreet.org. Thanks. Bye.